Have you ever stared at a blank page? Really stared at it, that empty space, waiting for your story to begin? Let me tell you about Marcus. 6 years ago, he was stuck in a job he hated, dreaming of starting his own business. Today, he runs a successful company. The difference? He stopped waiting for someone to write his story and picked up the pen himself. You see, right now, somewhere, someone is writing a book about your life. But here's the plot twist. That someone is you. Every single day, you're writing a new page. The question isn't whether your story is being written. The question is, are you the author, or are you letting someone else hold the pen? Today, we're going to explore why everything, absolutely everything in your life comes down to one person, you. Let's talk about why most people never achieve their dreams. It's not because they don't have the talent. It's not because they don't have the opportunity. It's because they're looking for shortcuts to the winner's podium while avoiding the long road of transformation. First truth, the power of the page turn. Think about your favorite book. Every chapter tells a different part of the story. Some chapters are triumphant. Others are tragic. But here's what's beautiful about your life story. At any moment, you can turn the page. Like Old Testament, New Testament, old story, new story. They're connected, yes, but you can start a new chapter right now. I worked with someone who spent 15 years in a career she hated because she thought it was too late to change. Then one day, she realized something profound. Time will pass anyway. The only question is what story those pages will tell. Challenge #1. Take out a piece of paper. Write chapter 1 at the top. Now, write the first paragraph of your new story. What does that page say? Second truth. The goal clarity protocol is something fascinating about the human brain. You don't get what you don't aim at. Most people keep their goals fuzzy. You know why? Because fuzzy goals mean fuzzy failures. When you're not clear about what you want, you can always fool yourself about why you didn't get it. But winners, they make their targets crystal clear. Let me share a story about a young athlete I coached. She wanted to get better at running. That's fuzzy. We changed it to run a 5-kilometer race in under 25 minutes within 6 months. Suddenly, everything changed. Her training became focused. Her diet improved. Her mindset shifted. Why? Because clarity breeds commitment. Challenge #2. Take your biggest goal and make it sharp, specific. What exactly do you want? Heartfelt. Why does it matter? Deeply. Actionable. What's your first step? Realistic. Can you believe in it? Personal. Is this truly your goal? Third truth, the daily deposit system life can be short, or it can be long. It all depends on what you do with it. Think about this. 2 minutes with someone you love flies by. 2 minutes on a treadmill can feel like eternity. Time is relative to meaning. Here's the key. Every day, you must make a deposit toward your dream. Every single day. I know a writer who wanted to publish a book. Instead of waiting for inspiration, she made a simple commitment. Write 500 words every day. No exceptions, no excuses, just write. 3 years later, she's a best-selling author. Remember, your dreams don't achieve themselves. It's all on you. Challenge #3. Create your daily deposit list. 3 small actions you'll take every day toward your goal, no matter what. The implementation framework turn the page acknowledge. Your past chapter skews, your new narrative start writing today set clear targets. Define what success looks like, create measurable milestones. Establish your timeline to take daily action, make non-negotiable. Commitments track your progress, celebrate small wins. The final truth, here's what you need to understand about personal responsibility. It's not about blame, it's about power. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop being a victim of circumstance, you become the creator of opportunities. You transform from character to authority, ultimate challenger right now. I want you to do something powerful. Stand up, look in powerful. The mirror, say these words, it's all on me, and that's my superpower. Because here's the truth. The moment you take full responsibility is the moment you gain full power. Closing thought, let me leave you with this. Years from now, when someone picks up the book of your life and reads it, what will they find? a story of someone who waited for life to happen, or the epic tale of someone who grabbed the pen and wrote their own destiny. Remember, every day is a new page. Every moment is a new sentence. Every decision is a new plot point. So let me ask you one final question. What will you write on your next page? The pen is in your hand. The page is blank. What's your next chapter going to be? Listen closely to what I'm about to tell you, because it might just change everything you believe about failure. Other than death, all failure is psychological. Let that sink in for a moment. If you're still breathing, if your heart is still beating, then any failure you're facing right now is just in your head. It's not your finale, it's not your ending, it's just a chapter in your story. I've failed more times than I've succeeded, far more. And you know what? That's exactly how it should be. Because failure isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. Let me share something personal with you. Every morning, I wake up and scream at the sunrise before chasing my dreams. You know why? Because I understand something profound. Nobody could have saved my life but me, and nobody can save yours but you. Here's what most people don't understand about failure and success. Truth hash 1. The psychology of rising. Think about this. You might have made a mistake, but you're not one. You might have failed, but you're not a failure. You might be down, but down is not your destiny. Most people don't actually care about succeeding. What they really fear is being identified as a failure. They don't want to win. They just don't want to lose. They don't want to shine. They just don't want to be seen failing. But here's the truth. The same formula that got you your first opportunity will get you your second. Only this time, you'll be mentally ready. This time, you'll remember how you failed, and you'll use that knowledge as fuel. Your challenge today, write down your biggest failure. Now, beneath it, write, "This is not my identity. This is my teacher." Truth hash 2. The mathematics of success. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. You will never succeed more times than you fail. That's not how it works. The ratio of failure to success is incredibly high. You have to do a lot of things before anything goes viral, before anything bears fruit. Think about a baseball player batting .202. People see the strikeouts, but what they don't see is the learning curve. They don't see the passion. They don't see the thousands of swings in practice. They don't see the adjustments made after each failure. Success isn't about getting it right every time. It's about staying in the game long enough for your failures to transform into wisdom. Your daily practice. Celebrate your failures. Every time you fail, say woohoo. Got that one out of the way. Because every failure brings you one step closer to success. Truth hash 3. The inevitability of resurrection. Rejoice not over me, O my enemies, for when I fall, I will rise again. When I sit in darkness, the light will come. These words aren't just poetry. They're a promise that as long as you don't surrender, as long as you don't quit, you haven't truly failed. Think about a seed planted in the ground. To everyone above, it looks like it's failing. It's in the dark, it's buried, it's alone. But underneath the surface, something magical is happening. That darkness, that pressure, that isolation, they're all part of its transformation. Your path works the same way. The moment you start something you truly love, something you do for free, paths begin to clear. You might not see how it's going to happen. You might not know when success will come. But if you choose that thing you love, if you pick it every single day, consistently, success becomes inevitable. Here's the key. Every failure is just a speed bump. Every mistake is just a lesson. Every setback is just a setup for your comeback. Your commitment today, pick that one thing you truly love. That thing that makes your heart sing. Promise yourself you'll pursue it every day, regardless of the outcome. Remember this, failure is not final. Your mistakes are not permanent. They're just the price of admission for success. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you have a choice. You can let your past failures define you, or you can let them refine you. The difference is just one letter, but it changes everything. Here's my challenge to you. Stand up right now. Yes, physically stand up. Take a deep breath and declare with me, I might have failed, but I am not a failure. I might be down, but I am not out. I might have lost battles, but I will win this war. Because here's the truth about your story. The darkness you're in right now, it's not your tomb. It's your womb. You're not dying. You're being reborn. Your failures aren't your identity. They're your education. Your setbacks aren't your destiny. They're your setup. So stand tall. Keep swinging. Keep failing forward. Because it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you rise. And you will rise again and again and again and again. The only question is, are you ready to turn your failures into fuel? Your resurrection begins now. I remember standing at a crossroads in my life, surrounded by good opportunities, but feeling utterly lost. Everything looked promising on paper, but something was missing. That's when I learned the most important lesson of my life. Without vision, we don't just fail, we wander. Have you ever felt like you're busy, constantly moving, but not really going anywhere? Like you're doing all the right things, but something still feels off? Let me ask you something deeper. What if being busy isn't the same as being effective? Let me share a profound truth that transformed my entire approach to life. I was once mentoring a young entrepreneur who was working 80-hour weeks, jumping at every opportunity that came his way. He was successful by most standards, but exhausted and unfulfilled. One day, I asked him a simple question that changed everything. What's your vision? You see, vision isn't just about having goals or dreams. It's about discovering something so compelling that it automatically filters out every distraction, every good opportunity that isn't aligned with your true purpose. It's about finding something worth dedicating your life to. The first truth, the prison of freedom. Think about an eagle soaring high above the earth. Its vision isn't scattered in 1,000 directions. It's laser focused on its target. This focus doesn't restrict the eagle, it liberates it. Vision works the same way for us. Vision imprisons you, but here's the beautiful paradox. This imprisonment sets you free. It frees you from the tyranny of endless choices, from the distraction of good opportunities that aren't right for you, from the pressure to please everyone else. Let me tell you about Sarah, a talented professional who was spread thin across a dozen different projects. She was doing well in all of them, but excelling in none. When she finally discovered her vision, transforming healthcare through technology, everything changed. She started saying no to good opportunities that didn't align with her vision. People called her narrow-minded. Today, she's revolutionizing patient care systems across 3 continents. Your challenge: take a vision week. For 7 days, before accepting any new commitment, ask yourself, does this align with my vision? Document every decision and how it makes you feel. The second truth, the memory versus imagination battle. Most people operate from their memory, their past experiences, their limitations, their failures. But vision operates from imagination, from what could be, what should be, what must be. Think of vision like a lighthouse on a distant shore. It doesn't just guide you, it pulls you forward. It makes you stretch beyond your current capabilities, beyond your comfort zone, beyond what your memory says is possible. I worked with a community leader who struggled with his past experiences told him change was impossible in his neighborhood. But when he developed a vision of what his community could become, something shifted. He stopped looking at what had been and started seeing what could be. Today, that community has transformed from a crime hotspot to a model of urban renewal. Your challenge: create a future memory journal. Each morning, write about your life as if your vision has already been achieved. Be specific, feel it, live in that future moment. The third truth, the leadership connection. When you discover your vision, you automatically step into leadership, not because you're trying to lead, but because you're pursuing something worth following. Vision creates leaders organically. Consider a master sculptor looking at a block of marble. Where others see stone, they see the masterpiece within. That's what vision does. It sees through current reality to future possibility. And when you can see it clearly enough, others start to see it too. This isn't about position or title. It's about pursuit. When you're genuinely pursuing a compelling vision, leadership becomes a natural byproduct. People are drawn to those who know where they're going. Your challenge: start a vision manifestation board, not just with images of what you want to achieve, but with specific action steps and accountability markers. Share this with someone who can help hold you to it. The fourth truth: the narrow path here is something that might surprise you. Vision doesn't broaden your life. It narrows it. And that's exactly what you want, because narrow is focused, narrow is powerful, narrow gets results. Think of a river. When it's spread wide, it's shallow and weak. But when it narrows through a gorge, it becomes powerful enough to cut through rock. Your vision should have the same effect, concentrating your energy, your resources, your time into a powerful force. I remember working with an artist who was talented in multiple areas: painting, sculpture, digital art, photography. She was good at everything, but not great at anything. When she finally narrowed her focus to one medium, her work exploded in both quality and impact. Your challenge: conduct a vision audit, list everything you're currently involved in, then ruthlessly eliminate anything that doesn't directly contribute to your vision. The call to action today: I challenge you to stop living from memory and start living from vision. Stop being busy and start being focused. Stop doing good things and start doing the right things, the things that align with your unique vision. Remember, vision isn't about what you can do. It's about what must be done through you. It's not about your capabilities. It's about your calling. The final truth: let me leave you with this thought. 10 years from now, you will surely arrive somewhere. The question is, will it be where your vision would have taken you, or where the winds of circumstance have blown you? Your vision is waiting to be discovered. It's not just about seeing the future, it's about creating it. Will you accept the challenge? Share your vision in the comments below. Let's build a community of visionaries who understand that the future belongs to those who can see it coming. Remember, the world makes way for those who know where they're going. Do you?